Hispanic lives, Asian lives, blue lives, white lives, black lives, all lives. A solemn debate amongst our people, ranging from some that can be peaceful and some that can bring us the truth and those who are deceitful. Now what about the phrases Black Lives Matter or All Lives Matter? First off, both are true, both should be acknowledged, and both are relevant, but not everyone who uses either one uses them with benevolence. No race of people are superior to the other, and at the end of the day, all of us should come together as sisters and brothers, but the pride of being right keeps us apart, and the racism that comes like a fiery dart. But when some say Black Lives Matter, others will say, well, what about us? Do they matter more than us? Don't we matter too? Yes, your life matter too. But what about the prodigal son? What about the shepherd who left the 99 for the one? What about all the black Americans getting killed by cops with a gun? What about the history of slavery, making blacks into something they were never made to be? What about segregation, putting blacks last, making them second class, causing them to have constant anxiety, believing that they weren't productive members of society? What about all the lynchings that lasted nearly a century? This is why we say Black Lives Matter, not as a slap in the face to any other race, not to put ourselves on a pedestal and make the struggles of other races forgettable, or just to think that we're supreme because those who believe that are just being extreme. All lives do matter, but just because of the fact that all lives matter is the truth, doesn't mean that it should be used to deny the proof that lives of black people never meant much. 3/5 compromised so we could stay hushed. It's not the phrases themselves that's the problem, but how you choose to use it. And the true meaning behind them means nothing if you refuse it. Saying all lives matter just to ignore that black lives do is a problem. And saying that Black Lives Matter means that we have to believe it wholeheartedly and value each other, so that when we see one of our own people down, we should hope to see them recover, not be glad because we see them as our enemy. If used correctly, both phrases can help to build trust and build us as a people, to build up every race, to affirm us so we can learn trust in each other. By coming to a common ground, we can see our differences and look past it. By listening and understanding one another, we can work towards a common goal and surpass it. If we humble ourselves to try to understand one another with our point of views and ideas, and be willing to change the wrong ones for the better, we can make America better and see the racial barriers begin to sever. If only we acknowledge Christ Jesus, who gave us all nations, all people, and all colors. If only we could just join together with our sisters and brothers. If we could listen rather than just trying to be right and actually do right. By listening to each other, doing what's pleasing in God's sight. And value each other more than ourselves, enough to humble ourselves, having the patience, acknowledging that we all go through trials and tribulations, but there are brothers and sisters who go through more than what we do, and that we all could come to the same mindset that every life matters because they do, but also come to the realization that black lives need to matter too. So indeed, Black Lives Matter, and nobody should get upset when they hear it, but accept it so our past can shatter and we can be one in spirit. Just as the shepherd left the 99 for the one sheep, we all have our brothers and sisters of color to keep. So let's stand boldly, stand together, and stand tall on the one God and Father of all.